Hey guys, today I want to bring you another video on my 2006 BMW 530i N52 engine. My problem now is I'm having a small coolant leak coming from the hose that attaches to the head on the engine, and I'll show you that in a second. So basically this should be a quick swap out of the hose. It's just a matter of looks like 3 bolts, and we'll see how long this takes. Alright, so here's what I've done so far. I've rolled the car onto some ramps and I've removed the bottom cover. At this point I think most of us should be able to know how to do this. It's very straightforward. You got some Phillips head screws around the sides. You unscrew those guys and this cover comes off. Here's the tools that I'm going to be using today. So far, I've got a 1/4 inch ratchet, 10mm socket, 6mm socket, an 8mm socket, a swivel extension, and here's a new part. Here's the hose, and hopefully you guys can see this. There's the part number. Alright, this hose already comes with an O-ring, which I believe is the problem that we're having now with this. Alright, well, let me come over and show you where I found the leak. Hopefully I can get in here nice and tight so you guys can see it. I'm going to try to zoom in. Okay, right there. It's a little bit windy today, guys, so if the video's got some wind and sound, apologize for that. But hopefully you guys will be able to see that. I'm going to crawl underneath the car and try to focus up from the bottom with the flashlight, and you can get a better shot of what's happening down there. Okay guys, I'm underneath the vehicle. I got my flashlight positioned where it's pointing right at the hose. I'm going to try to zoom in and see if you guys can see exactly what I see. Alright, and there's the hose from the bottom looking up. I don't know if you can see all the corrosion around the plastic part that attaches to the head. So that leads me to believe that the O-ring is damaged and we're going to replace it. I could have just replaced the O-ring, but I figure at this point just replace the entire hose. It was cheap enough. It was only about 46 bucks. So here we go. So that hose travels down and basically attaches to the water pump. And let's see if I can get a shot of that. Let me try and get my flashlight out of here so I can show you where the hose is. Okay, it's that one right there. Alright, there's the hose right there. It's kind of hard to point my flashlight and focus at the same time. There it is right there. So it's not difficult to get to. It's just a little uncomfortable. Just like pretty much everything else on these BMWs. Everything's uncomfortable to get to. Alright. I'm going to back up and we're going to start this from the top because I don't know how much fluid is in those lines and I don't want to take it apart from down here and risk taking a bath with or coolant. So we're going to start from the top. Okay, I've got one loose. Got the other one loose. Great, just dropped the 10mm socket. Alright, I got the socket back. I'm going to wobble this hose around. Alright, this looks like it's coming off fairly simple. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of fluid coming out. Yep. I'm losing a bunch of coolant here, guys, so prepare to add some more coolant. Alright, there it goes. So I'd say we lost about a quart of coolant. That's not too bad, maybe less. Let me get the camera off the tripod and get it tight in here so I can show you guys what I'm looking at. Alright guys, here we go. Here's the hose. Here's the bottom of the hose. I don't see any cracks in the hose, but that's not to say that that O-ring, in fact, wait a second. Here's what I'm looking at. The top of this plastic is busted off. It's not even there. Can you guys see that? That's not good, because that means it's still stuck inside. So I'm going to reach down in there and see if I can pick it off. Just stick my hand in there. My finger. Oh, there's the O-ring. Okay. The O-ring's in here. So I'm going to have to pick all this stuff out of here. See if I can zoom in so you guys can see that. Yeah. It's tough to focus. Try and get this hose this out of the way here. Maybe I can get a better focus. Looks like I'm focusing on this. There we go. Okay. It's hard to tell, but I'm going to get in there and see if I can pick some of that stuff out of there, and I'll come back to you. Okay. I was able to pick it out. Here's the O-ring. I just grabbed this little pick here and gently and safely pulled the O-ring off first. And there's the plastic part from the connector that broke off. And that easily came right off with this pick. Here's the top of the hose again. Okay, and let's look back inside the opening. Oh, that's a better way now. Let's see if I can zoom in. It's tough to zoom in with these point and shoots. You gotta focus on wherever they want to focus. Hopefully you can see that. And you can see there's some corrosion buildup here, which I'm just gonna lightly scrape off with this pick. Yeah, you can see it's just falling right off. It's just so soft, it's falling right off. So that's not going to be too big of an issue to clean up. Yeah. Not too bad. Alright, well I'm going to clean this area up and get back to the bottom area of the... Alright guys, now some of you are going to think this is a little crazy, but as I mentioned before, when I take this original hose out from the bottom, I don't feel like taking a bath with coolant. So here's what I did. I temporarily rigged the new hose right into the housing, and I got a soda bottle right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow into this end so that I can get most of what's in the line out and possibly reuse it. Let's see what it looks like. Here we go. Okay, folks, the wind's picking up here, so I imagine I'm going to get some wind in my sound. But here's the old hose. I was able to get it off, and as expected, I got a lot of fluid that drained out, more than I expected. But it came out, and I got the new one in. It wasn't easy, of course, because of the limited space, but it's in. I put the clamp in. I rerouted the new one. Make sure you clamp it back in place with the factory clamps, and I'll do that in just a minute. But here, I just wanted to show you a side by side, the old one and the new one. Okay, you can see the broken part there missing, and I did clean up the opening, and it was fairly easy. I didn't have to scrape hard. All I did was use this brush here, which basically is a wheel brush, and it came off fairly easy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is just rub a little bit of oil on this O-ring so that it slides in easily, and I'm going to bolt it back in. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Here's the finished product, guys. Hope you can see it. I ran the engine for about 20 minutes on idle, and yeah, not a drop of coolant. Not from the top, not from the bottom. It's a straightforward process. I was able to pick up a couple quarts of this Pentofrost coolant designed for BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, for my local auto parts store. I won't mention the name because I'm not going to advertise for them, but if you just look that up, I'm sure you'll be able to find it somewhere. And that's it, guys. That will do it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video helped you guys out. And you know, like I said, it's a straightforward job. Pick up the part online or go to your local dealer, pick up the part, and get it done. Took me, if I didn't have to shoot the video, I'd say it would take me about 30 minutes. With the video, you know, on and off, it took me about an hour and a half or so. But you guys should be able to get it done in no time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.